glasses.
Hey, welcome to the Full 42. Yes, I am wearing glasses. Get over it. And we are talking about our top 5 games that we've backed, although we've done this episode before. So this is part 2. This is, I guess, technically 6 through 10?
No, because when we did the episode, some of these might have come out on Crowdfunder after that video.
That's fair. That's fair. I have a few that were before the episode that we did. It was a while back. I think it was 257 or no, it was 157, something like that.
Yeah. 157. Yep.
There you go. We haven't made 257 episodes yet. This is 218.
218, 217. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So some of these may have come out after that video was made. Like I know. These definitely have, or they would have been on my list last time. So I don't necessarily know if this replaces. It'd be interesting looking at the ones that I had on there, if any of these would replace the ones that were on there. But there are some that came out after we did that video. So it's not necessarily 6 through 10.
Yeah, well, that's a good question. Are all of your, I'm looking at my list right now, are all of yours fairly new because of that?
No, actually.
Oh, okay. Because I have a bunch of new ones that I'm like, oh, I'm glad I jumped in on that and stuff. But some of them are a little bit like, I'm glad I have this game.
Right.
But am I glad that I backed it? Like, did I get something from that backing?
Right.
That people didn't get off the shelves? Some of these that I have on the list, no. So they got pushed off the 5 that I'm going to mention. Right.
Yeah, it's hard. Like the first, there's a couple that I like from the other list of stuff, but a lot of it you can get. I mean, you can get everything. Everything's got a price, but it's really hard to top Marvel United because that comes with so many Kickstarter exclusives, right? And now you had the DC United, and you had the Marvel, the Civil War, or not Civil War, the Multiverse. And it's really hard to top that because there are some things that you get exclusives for that are, you can't knock over my water, okay? You can find, but you're going to spend a lot of money on after the fact. You want to say hi to Chris?
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Why are you wearing glasses?
Oh my God.
Right? That's what I said.
I can wear glasses. This is my Clark Kent face.
Hi, everybody.
If
I take off the glasses, I suddenly have superpowers. So.
Oh, there you go.
You want to do that?
He's playing Clark Kent tonight, not Chris Strain.
How is your egg?
What?
How is them?
Oh, no.
Why?
Because no. Because you're not having chocolate before you go to bed.
I'll
give you one.
My list only has. My list has 3 new ones.
Hey, what is this hand? This hand.
Eric says hi, Luca. Can you say hi, Eric?
Hi, everybody in comments, by the way. We were a little bit late, so a lot of people have been talking.
And Donnie says hi, Luca. Can you say hi, Donnie?
Hi, Donnie. Why is this hand? What's this hand?
Because it's a mirror. It's what other people are seeing too. It's like it's not like being in a mirror. The camera's up here and it's reversing everything.
Why is this hand?
I think Luke and I have to have our own show. Oh, show everybody your side. Yeah, look that way. Show everybody the side. What happened to the side of your head?
I noticed that.
Look that way.
Looks good.
That way. Look that way. He's got a little.
Oh, look at that.
Look, keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. No, don't look at the screen. Look over there.
You can't see our reaction if he looks up.
I know. He's got a little stripe on the side of his head.
Look at that. You're like Flash.
He got his haircut and he got a faux hawk and he got the little stripe on his head.
He's like Flash.
Yeah. Oh, Brandon.
You should give him a real mohawk.
Hi, Brandon.
You should give him a real mohawk? Yeah, when he gets older and he starts playing hockey, then I'll bring back the mohawk myself.
Do you like
like he has a job interview.
The orange one best?
The orange one?
Yeah.
The orange what?
Orange one. Orange computer?
The orange computer?
Yeah.
Do we have an orange computer?
You have one upstairs.
Oh, the other computer?
I have a TV stand.
He's saying he can get on the show if he gets another computer. That's
probably, yeah. He should have his own show. We should have our own Luca and Dad hour.
Me and have my own computer like that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's these. He sees these and he gets excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Turn them
Right.
around.
that's good.
Okay.
You got to wait till March for those.
they're really good. They're the Canadian ones. Not yet.
Don't
You want to, before we get into anything else, do you want to jump into the Luca painting so we can deal with Crazy Man?
So every
You want to show off your painting?
every show we have a Luca painting
Nope,
to show
not
off.
yet. Not yet.
Luca here is our artist, and we like to look at it like a Rorschach painting. In the comments, everybody tell us what you see, so we can make fun of you. No, I mean agree with what it looks like.
Don't.
Ooh, what we got here?
When did you make it?
When
When did you make it?
Now.
Now, like just earlier today?
Right.
Yeah, this was done today. Okay. Here it is.
Ooh, I like the colors. Orange and blue. Can't go wrong.
Don't write on this.
Orange mostly.
Names.
Don't write on this.
Okay. I think I know what I see. Everybody in the comments needs to have a moment to look. They're always a little bit behind us.
And drawing this painting. And drawing this.
It's one of those
Got a little orange
atrocious
in there.
orange Max with the transparent back. Oh yeah, no, Brandon, it's not. It's a gray. It's gray. It's I think it's rose gold. I think they call it.
Looks like a sunfish with an orange fin.
Okay. Look, they
See
said this
that?
looks like a sunfish with an orange. fin.
Surfer wiping it.
Yeah, that's it.
They said it's a surfer, or a fish tank with a pirate ship and a goldfish in it.
Yeah.
I saw the goldfish thing. Yeah.
I like the pirate ship. That's a good one. I can see it right there.
Yeah. I saw the fish tank. I didn't quite know what I like the pirate ship part.
Dad,
Yeah, bud.
they're white on
I
this.
see a face with a blue mohawk.
There you go.
A gecko eating its own tail, sponsored by Nike. Oh, because of the little check mark. That's funny.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Nice, Mike.
They're back in line.
Oh, what does it say?
Yeah. Yeah, I was seeing like a goldfish bowl and the goldfish down at the bottom, like spitting out the rocks like they do.
Yeah, sure. And one that happened to jump out of the fish tank over here.
Alicia says it's a genie being unleashed from the lamp.
Oh, nice. Well, now I see the fishbowl with the goldfish, and I see the goldfish jumping out, and then this is the water that splashed when he jumped out.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Oh, let me see.
There's a lot of stuff
Yeah, it
going
looks like-
on in this
It looks
painting,
like this is
Luca.
a goldfish that jumped out of the bowl, and this is the water that splashed out.
This is a trunk.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not though, because remember what you said it was? No, you can't turn it. You're not allowed to turn it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, is it an elephant?
No. All right. You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
You want to tell them what it is? What is
City
it?
with a bridge is what Evan says.
Case.
It's a cheesecake.
A please.
Oh, I thought you said cheesecake.
Blue
Didn't you
cheesecake?
say it was a cheesecake with a candle?
And yeah, it's a cheesecake.
Ooh, cheesecake is good.
He said it was a cheesecake with a big candle on it, but now
A
he's saying
blue-
it's a what? A prees what?
A tea.
Cheesecake?
Yep.
You're gonna stick with cheesecake? Where are you going? Get up here.
I'd stick with cheesecake. Cheesecake's delicious.
Nope. Come
Even
on,
if it
up.
was blue, I don't think I've ever had blue or blueberry cheesecake.
Yeah, blueberry cheesecake. Sure.
How about we call it blueberry cheesecake?
Okay, there you go. It's a blueberry cheesecake.
Yep.
Perfect.
We all
job. Are you
agree.
Are you leaving?
Cheesecake is good.
Okay,
Who
come say
doesn't
bye.
like cheesecake? It'd be you'd have to have a weird kind of
Breakfast.
bye. He did his bit and he's out.
That's it. That's his bit. That's the shortest Luca bit ever.
How could we not see it? Blue cheesecake sounds disgusting. I mean, not if it's like blue because of because you did not blue cheese. Oh, blue cheesecake. I see what you're saying.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
No. Cheesecake that's blue is what we're saying. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, not blue cheese cake. Put cheesecake together.
You don't like cheesecake. Huh. You're the one.
Eric doesn't like cheesecake.
Oh, well, that's too bad because it's really
By
enjoyable.
the time the cheese gets to his altitude, it's spoiled, so he probably doesn't like it.
Too young to like cheesecake.
Nope. Nope. Put your shirt down.
Yep.
Thank
Same,
you.
Mike. Made with blue
Oh,
cheese. No,
yeah.
nope, nope.
How dare you not see the cheesecake in this lovely? Yeah, Junior's cheesecake. I
I
agree.
don't know what Junior's is. Is that a northern thing?
It is, and probably the best, if not
Hmm.
close to the best cheesecake ever.
The best cheesecake I've had is not commercially available. It's made by my wife, Erin. So
Nice.
it's also, unfortunately, a barrier for me because I can't have it every day. So what is that?
He drew it while he was sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Luca, what is?
Maybe
what is
that's the
that?
fish in the fishbowl.
What is this?
A cheesefish.
It's a jellyfish.
Oh, with a fishbowl.
A jellyfish in a
Fish in
fishbowl.
a fishbowl. Yeah,
There you go.
I called it.
They
Nice.
like it. Good job. All right, here. I'm going to give you this, but you
Yep.
got to go upstairs, okay?
Little fish popping head out to say hi.
Okay, go upstairs. Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Oh, I forgot. I was going to show
Yeah, he
that.
even gave it a little fish, little face too.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cute.
Yeah. Well,
I
now
got
I'm going to
something
keep
new.
another piece of art now that I got to mark.
You keep everything he draws?
Yeah. Mostly.
My parents, I remember my parents started trying to do that when we were kids, and then we just drew too much. And now I don't have anything I drew when I was a kid.
There's a jellyfish in a fishbowl.
It doesn't exist anywhere. I think somewhere I have a Brid.
Well, you also kept Massive Men, which is
Well, I was 12 when I did that.
it's a treasure
something
for all
new.
of us.
Want to check it out? I got a show and tell.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, let me change this to announcements. I got a brand new tattoo gun.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
I just got it last night. Haven't had time to play with it. But yeah. Hear that?
Yeah, just make sure you show that on camera, or else we'll probably get flagged.
Yeah. Brand new tattoo gun. I can't wait.
That's fun.
I still haven't hit human skin yet. I'm
Well, here.
still in
Brand-
practice.
Brandon's offering.
There you go. You know, the problem with bringing it places and stuff is that where you do it has to be like a sanitary
Mhm.
thing. Like I've seen conventions where they do it and stuff, but they always have a big area where they make sure it's clean. They set up stuff and all that. I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to get somebody infected or something like that. But
At QSCon, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe. And if John's watching, he can chime in. But QSCon, John's wife Tabby does piercings, and she brought in her piercing chair and put it in the
Nice.
back of one of the side ballrooms, and would pierce or whatever people
now
want.
piercing's a little different. I had these done just like in a kitchen.
Right.
Erin does that all. She has the little.
He's not wrong. Actually, we can have like a hotel room reserved just for Chris tattoos.
And then all I get to do is just stay in the hotel room. Tattoo.
Oh,
people.
happy birthday, Mr. Steven.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to a lot of people recently, actually. June is a big June and I guess early July now that we're in July. But
Yep.
I know I've missed a few on Facebook. Like I'll go a couple of days without looking at Facebook. Then I look and I'm like, 2 days passed and it was this person's birthday and stuff. I always feel bad for it.
It usually
but
means
yeah.
about 9 months ago things were happening, right?
Yeah. Halloween.
Sure. Parties.
Yeah. Halloween parties. Full moons.
Mhm. August is hot. But yeah, anytime in the summer is nice, right?
August is better. Oh, that's whenever your birthday is, I assume.
Oh, happy birthday, Nix.
Yep.
Eric's is coming up Friday, this
Happy
Friday,
birthday.
I believe. I believe Eric's is Friday. Mhm.
Well, yeah. Happy birthday, everybody.
Mhm.
And not to wash it out, seriously, everybody have a good happy birthday. I I don't know. This might have been the least active birthday I've ever had this year, but it wasn't a bad one. I
Yeah,
just
yours
didn't
was a
really
little weird.
do anything,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a bad day. But yeah, just for whatever reason,
Yeah.
maybe it's just the older you get, the less and less you do for birthdays. I don't know.
Yep. Oh, that's nice. Eric buys everybody a Slurpee on his birthday. That's amazing.
For all of our viewers, that's awesome.
Yeah. For everybody.
You always get explode. Oh, because 4th of July. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck to have a birthday on a holiday. I know a few people that are real close to like Thanksgiving or
Yeah.
Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah, Keith is December 23rd, which has to be just brutal. Yeah.
That's awful. Nobody
Yeah.
cares. They're all
Yeah.
busy with their Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
danced around it. I got Luca at the beginning of November, and Mika is almost the end of February. So
okay. All right. You're
close.
fine there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. End of November, you said?
Yeah, November 2nd is Luca.
Oh, beginning of November. Okay.
Yeah, and then end of February. February 21st is Mika.
Yeah, because my sister-in-law is just like real close to Thanksgiving, and she hates that because see everybody, and then it's always sometimes it mixes. So she one year decided to move it a few months and just say my birthday is this from now on. But then after that, she said, "No, I'm moving it back." I was like, "Wait! You're trying to get 2 birthdays in one year? You can't do that."
No, you can't do that. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah, I gotta plan ahead for next year. Make my birthday more interesting. I just ran out of time. Too busy.
Go to Origins, and then we celebrate both our birthdays in Columbus.
I should try to go to Origins. That'd be a good birthday present for myself.
There you go. I mean,
although I traveled a lot.
QSCon would be a better birthday present for yourself, but
that's probably true. A lot more friends.
Yeah, none of your friends go to Origins. They all come to QSCon. You should
a lot more friends. Is what I'm saying.
You should. Well, 18,000 friends in Columbus on your birthday is pretty sweet.
They're not all my friends.
Acquaintances. They've all
never been to Origins. So
yeah, Origins.
Or QSCon.
Mm-hmm.
See how I said it right? I didn't even hesitate that time.
No, that was getting better.
You're getting QSCon, so
you're getting much better. I like it.
Still working. What else do we have to announce? Or show and tell if you got something.
I don't have show and tell.
By the way, if this is your first time watching this, yes, we take forever to get to the actual topic.
We do. We talk for a little. It seems like we're going a little bit faster, but yeah. I guess for announcements, Canvas Critters launches tomorrow morning. I was fighting with the guys earlier. I want it to launch at 9:59. When the email goes out about it launching at 10, I want it to go out at 9:59, and then they said no because they don't want the email to go out. And people hit so quickly because they want to be number one that they see coming soon because it didn't technically launch yet, so they're waiting. So we compromised on 10:01. At 10:01, it's going live. So
I see. So the email you're saying, like the Kickstarter email that goes out.
Yeah.
That
we want to but we also we want to send out an email to everyone that follows us, or that we have emails from contacts at conventions or previous campaigns or our mailing lists, whatever the thing is. We want to make sure that the thing launches. So when the email goes and you hit that button because you want to jump in quick, you don't just see coming soon because it doesn't refresh itself or something. So
right.
So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
It's always like a weird thing. Like, what time do you start? So 10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow morning?
Real time. Yeah, real time. Real Eastern time. Yep.
Central's in the middle. That's real time.
It's not, because there's 4 time zones, so there isn't a middle.
Yeah, but Central.
But it's actually misnamed. It's not Central.
It's not misnamed.
It is. It's not.
You have coastal people on the right. You got coastal people on the left, and then you got central people.
And what about mountains? What about the people to the left?
Nobody lives in the mountains.
What?
I just traveled through the mountains. There was nobody.
That's false.
It was like one town. It was called Truckee. It was cute, but
that's false. That's false. Eric, you're not getting backer number one.
Oh yeah,
Not happening.
he'll
I'm
try.
not letting it. I'm not letting it. I'm gonna have a block just so you don't win number one.
So if you're launching at 10 Eastern, that means that it would be 7 in the morning for LA. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Or is it the other way?
Oh, you got it right.
Okay.
You'd be
Okay.
9. The mountain people would be 8, and then West Coast would be 7.
The mountain people.
You call them mountain people. Hey, Sam.
I like how that's the mountain trolls or what.
I didn't say trolls. Let's back it up. Hold on.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so I guess so 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock your time. We're launching, and as a little bit of a preview and a special thanks for hanging out and watching the show tonight. I have the video. Chris has the video. We're going to show you the video that our friend George. If you go back and look at one of our previous episodes, we had George Georgiadis on the show. He and Ori and Dave Diaz are they are to what videos are as Matt Paquette is to graphic design in games.
Yeah.
They are the cream of the
Nero,
crop.
yeah.
They are the best that do it. And he worked on Charcuterie for us, and he also has worked on Canvas Critters, which we have. I guess
He's also worked for us, Cardboard Alchemy as well.
Phenomenal.
He just did duels and all that stuff. So yeah, let's watch the video here.
If you watch any of the Kickstarter videos that you watch, at the end, it'll be a white screen and Oniro will come up.
You'll see
That's
it here.
George.
Yeah. All right, let's see if this button works. The first time I'm sharing that. Here we go.
It should work.
How do I...
Welcome to the Mosaic Forest, home to Gallery Grove's annual art festival and the most creative critters this side of the Painted River. Bianca Blanco, notorious tastemaker and art critic, is curating a new show at Gallery Grove, and only the best pieces will earn the privilege of being displayed in her exclusive showcase. To start, each player selects a critter and sets up their pieces. The first player places all of the critter meeples and timer in the center of the play area, within reach of all players, and draws a card from the theme deck to choose the round's theme. Now it's time to create your masterpiece. Everyone selects one critter meeple at a time from the center pile and places them on their canvas in order to create a mosaic based on the round's theme.
Is that a strawberry?
The first player to complete their mosaic flips the timer over, and everyone else has 1 minute to complete their piece. Once all players finish, or time runs out, everyone's mosaics are turned to face the center. Starting with the first player, players give their mosaic a title. Then, based on who they believe represented the theme best in their mosaic, players secretly award the other players one of their ribbons face down. After all the ribbons have been handed out, each player flips over their ribbons, adds up the points they earned, and moves that many spaces along the score track. The next player in clockwise order draws a theme card for the next round and chooses a theme. After each player has had a turn, the player who has earned the highest point total becomes Gallery Grove's winning artist. Canvas Critters, a 2 to 6 player party game where players draft multicolored animal-shaped meeples to create thematic, eye-catching mosaics.
Nice. And here comes the Oniru. There you go.
Yeah.
Hope I'm saying that right.
I think that really good. That was good. So the score track that you saw, I don't know if you saw it. I don't think I've had it. Oh, no, I think I had it. No,
I saw that. I saw it.
So the score track's going to be in the bottom of the box, and the edge of the bottom of the box, like the inside edge, is going to look like that gallery with all the paintings around it. So as you dance around that mosaic of a floor tile and get your score, it's going to look like your character is like going around the gallery looking at the paintings that are on the wall.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Awesome, Eric. Yeah, and the Gen Con event. So the Gen Con event. So we'll have demos, regular demos. But the event, the Friday night event, is Canvas Critters, learning how to play Canvas Critters, playing and giveaways and all that stuff. But then we're gonna have someone take over and teach a painting. You're actually gonna paint. I think it's on a 6x6 canvas, a painting, and you'll be able to take the painting away. So that's
That's
our
pretty
event
fun.
for this year. Yeah, it's gonna be
Eric,
fun.
if you're buying tickets, you could also check out Whisperwood, which is my game I'll be teaching as a ticketed thing.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one too. If you haven't checked out,
It is a longer game. It's like a good 2-hour game, but
a little bit. Yeah, so I'm excited. I can't wait. It should be. I mean, each of the critters have names. They're if you were looking at the what was on the
Cisco
bottom
and
there. Yeah. So Luca is the fox. Luca's for Luca. There's Oates, which is the husky. Bertram's the frog. Paul the deer. Riley the cat. Bianca's the bunny. And who am I missing? Bertram, Paul.
frog.
Bertram is the frog.
Bertram.
Bertram is the frog. Yeah, so 6 characters and then Bianca, so 7 total. Yeah.
Same style.
Yeah. Well, these are 4x4, so I think they're 4x4. They're a little less than 4. No, they're about 4x4. So you're doing. I think it's going to be a 6x6, so it'll be a little bit bigger.
Nice.
Yeah, small enough that if you're flying, you could take it on the plane. It's not going to be a big, big thing. Yeah.
What kind of paints? Watercolor or?
I think acrylic. I don't think
Acrylic?
watercolor.
Okay.
I think acrylic.
Acrylic will dry fast. Yeah.
Watercolor dries real quick. Yeah.
I know how you feel. I think I missed it last year. The year before
did.
that, even. It's been a little while for me for Gen Con. So.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, last year's charcuterie event was really fun. That's where Eric cleaned up, won everything. Oh yeah, Relative Space is going to be demoable. Digging for Dinos, Andrew's game is going to be there as well.
Oh,
And then
that's
I
fun.
knew the one. I think I kind of teased it when we did the wizard. This thing. Remember when we did this wizard thing and we put it all together?
Oh yeah. The 2 different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cattywampus, we're gonna show at Gen Con for the first time as well. So
Oh, Matt has a question. Is this going to be there? I'm
Is
guessing.
what? Is that? Yeah. I mean, yes. I hope.
We'll see.
I can't wait to show everybody what. Also, hi Matt. I just was talking about you, kind of.
He's been here for a while. You didn't see.
No, I didn't. I was watching the video.
He came in right whenever I hit the play video, I think. So.
Button. So yeah, I'm very excited to show what Matt and his team, Vika, really has been just killing it on the art and the style for Zazamos. It looks stunning. If you're not familiar, look up Chemical Overload. I have it over there. I could show it, but it would be better if you look it up. It's amazing. It's absolutely the art in that is amazing. The art in this is just it's out of the park. It looks so good. I can't wait to see the player boards.
Oh, I've seen some ideas for it. I haven't seen finished yet.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
back
it
of the
looks
card, the bottles, the spirit of the game where the bottles fill out. If you remember, we played Zozamos on the show a couple times, but the way that the jars fill up from 1 to 6, and it's amazing. So we have a lot of stuff that we're showing off at Gen Con this year, and then this one's going to be there you go. The Canvas Critters is going to be
good. Same artist as that. Yeah.
big one. Yeah. Like all those jars and everything. She did just a bang up job. It's amazing. So yeah, that's I guess an announcement or a show and tell. It was an announcement, show and tell hybrid. It was an announce and tell.
Show and announce.
No, announce and tell. It's the right.
Fine.
that's the right-
Fine. I was
Okay.
trying to make it better. All right, cool. And that's going to be at 9 Central tomorrow morning. 9:01 Central tomorrow morning.
10 Eastern. Yep. Oh, a show
Oh.
announcement. I like it, Evan.
Announcement. That's
See,
better.
that's where it come in handy. That's when the hybrid words that you create all the time. That was a perfect use of that.
You can
Well
leave
done.
now. You're done. That's the best you'll do tonight. No, don't leave. Don't. Okay. So, do we want? We don't have anything to show. I mean, we showed the follow page last time, right? There is a link in the description here to go follow the Canvas critters and all that stuff. Give them your support. So go check that out.
Yeah, please. And then you'll see the link to the thing that Chris was playing around with last week, where he made the face and he was making the mosaic from that app. That's going to be where you're going to make the mosaic, and you can do a real one, like if you want to just break out some pieces and rock a mosaic on your table with your favorite game pieces, or pieces from games of the publishers that we're kind of highlighting throughout the campaign, or use that app and submit it that way. But again, you'll see more on the page, but the 3 publishers, including ourselves, like you can or not including ourselves, you can do the Canvas Critters things, you can do a charcuterie mosaic, whatever you want to do there. But it's Cardboard Alchemy, so any of their catalog, their lineup of dragons, Sandara's art, anything that you've done, Andromeda's Edge, even Dwellings if you want to bring in Luke Laurie's original, but Andromeda's the way to go because it's just a better game. Then do KTBG or Burnt Island. So you can do Maple Valley, you can do Creature Comforts, you can do anything else that they Cafe Barras with the capybaras, or do something from Deep Sea or Endeavor, Deep Sea or Endeavor Age of Sail, How to Save a World, any of those from their lineup, and then anything from the Stonemaier Games lineup. So any of the Spans, Apiary, Euphoria, Scythe, anything like that, we'll be able to do. You'll be able to submit through the app, or just email us or hit us on our Discord, and then each of the like Peter Vaughn from Cardboard Alchemy, Helena from KTBG and Bird Island, and Jamie Stegmeyer from Stonemaier are gonna look at the top 10 of the submissions and give their top 10 in order. I believe they'll all do in order. Which ones they like
in order.
In order. I know Jamie will. Helena might be a little. I don't know, because she had a hard time picking her own games, so she might like them so much that it'll be a little more difficult for her to pick. But
well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that, so we couldn't force her to pick one over the other.
She's coming back on soon, so maybe we'll have her do it again.
We shouldn't make her do it both times.
No, probably not. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on for the next 14 days. And we'll have that campaign running. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got some cool shirts for Gen Con too. We have different shirts with all the characters on it in their color too. So Luca has the Luca Fox on it in orange. Bianca's got the bunny in the pink. Looks good.
Cool.
Yep. I know. 3 weeks.
Man, I got so much to do before then. Don't don't put that on me right now.
Crazy.
We haven't gotten our physical prototypes for Whisperwood yet, and I got to get that together. Whew.
Yeah, you do.
Stuff.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yep. But show first.
Show first. Our podcast this week, maybe we can do 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah. We're falling behind on that. We've talked about the podcast. We haven't released it yet, but we've recorded a few episodes already. Podcast is fun to do. It's weird because there's sometimes where like I want to show something and you're like, oh, wait, nobody's going to see that. Like, because we're used to like showing stuff to the camera, right? No Luca paintings on the podcast. That would be weird. What do you see, everybody? Crickets.
What's this week? Oh, this week is the difference between designer and developer.
Yeah.
or design and develop? Designing.
We did
development.
one about hype. We did one. The first one that we do is basically a who are we kind of thing, because we're thinking a lot of new audience members will probably come in on this and stuff. But if you already know us, you can skip that one, I guess. Or maybe you'll hear something that you didn't know about us.
Mm-hmm.
Be weird.
Yeah, probably at this point.
Also,
I
I
think
think
people
there's,
for sure.
I think there's a good life lesson out of, like, I pull something out of your story that I kind of point out that I see as a life lesson. I think people should look into whenever they're trying to get into the industry, all that stuff, right? So,
Sure. I mean, it's
educational.
atypical. My story is definitely atypical, but
Yeah. No bugs of the week.
no. Nope. Just a topic. Some bullshitting that we do normally because we can't stop talking to each other, as you can tell, for the past half an hour. And then into the topic, which is more of us talking. So,
Yeah. And we were going to do it Monday. We were going to record it Monday mornings. But instead we decided to record a few times throughout the week. So, strangely enough, we could just talk to each other, and then like a few hours later do another show, and then it's fine. Yeah. At some point mid-show, we're just going to go, I don't have anything else to say. And then that's it, right?
that's it.
That's it. At some point we'll run out. It's like, eventually you'll see all the internet.
I mean, no. Because every week something else is happening. Like, I reached out to you, over the weekend and asked you about the flooding. Because there's flooding down in Texas, and I know Houston's kind of on the coast, right? Like, southeast Texas.
Yeah, but it's not hitting the coast. It's like over in Austin in the middle of Texas. It's maybe 3 hours from me. It's not even raining here, so.
Great.
Yeah, Houston, Texas is big.
It's a little bit. You drive an entire day and you're still staying in the same.
I think
state.
I'm technically closer to Louisiana than I am to the floods right now. So.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And I'm like 3 hours from Louisiana as well. So.
Yeah.
But it's about 3.5 hours to get to Lafayette. Yeah. So it might be shorter. But yeah, so luckily I'm not having to deal with that. I hope no one else is, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Mom sent me a text message and said, "Hey, have you checked on Chris? There's a bunch of flooding." And I was like, "No, I'm pretty sure he's." Yeah, yep. And then I'm like, "I'm pretty sure he's okay, but let me check." And then I reached out just to make sure.
Yeah, like he's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure I would have known. You probably would have said something, or maybe not. I guess if a flood's coming in, I'm probably not the first thing you're doing. You're not sending me a message. You're probably like.
It kind of depends. You probably just get a picture on the Discord, and we have a Discord, by the way. If you're watching this, go jump on the Discord, say hi. I'd probably just put a picture of Discord of me floating down the street or something,
right?
And everybody would be like, "Oh, I guess I know what's happening there." But yeah,
priority-wise, I would assume you'd save, I don't know, maybe your favorite board games, most of your Star Wars collection. I would hope that you would let me know something was happening before you save that damn puppet in the background, though. I would like to know that priority would be let Mike know something's wrong.
Luckily, my game room and this are all upstairs, so I think they'd be okay in a flood.
Damn it.
So he's going to be fine. He'll watch over the whole thing going on. Yeah.
I was very worried.
Of the puppet?
Yeah.
He'll be touched. Touched. I could bring him. I could bring him onto the show if you want.
I'm sure he will be touched.
Look how bored he is back there.
Uh-huh. You should probably touch him.
Flotation device. Yeah, last time I brought him on, you just left the show. So
yeah, I'm not. Nope. Nice.
Okay. All right. Should we get into the list?
Yeah. Just do the thing.
I shouldn't do this right after someone says this.
Probably not.
Right?
No. Probably not. Do that.
Show me this puppet. You haven't seen the puppet? He's right here, sitting by Batman and Darth Vader and the Flamecraft.
He doesn't want to see the puppet. He wants to see on the puppet where the bag.
Oh, okay. Show me on this puppet.
Follow the chat.
They're talking so much. Makes you shiver. I see you shiver.
No.
All right, so let's do our list. So on the we're doing the top 5. What are we doing? Top 5 games we've backed, part 2.
Right.
Oh, I forgot to do the like and subscribe, hit buttons, and all that stuff. But you know what? Don't hit buttons. Don't hit like and subscribe. Instead, go follow the Canvas Critters stuff. Well,
Nah,
for this week, do that. Sure,
Do
but
all
if
the
you're gonna
things. Do all the things.
you know what I haven't done in a long time? Here you go. Do one of these. Do one of those. Like and subscribe. There we go. We'll just leave that one.
Yep, you should do that.
Okay, so what you do for your list? We already talked a little bit at the top of it here, but you know what I should do? I should tell people what was on the previous episode. So we did this list once before. A few months ago, many moons ago. And we have I have the list that was there, so you don't have to go back in time and check it out. But yeah, it was 157, episode 157, if you do want to watch it. But I have your list and my list. Should I name them out, what they were?
Yeah, why don't you tell them what
So,
yours were?
Mine in specific order. Number 5 was Scythe. Why does that say 6? Oh, I did it weird, backwards. How weird. Number 4 was Hellboy. Number 3 was Crusaders, Thy Will Be Done. Number 2 was Detective City of Angels, and number 1 was Orleans. And yours in no specific order, like usual, was Marvel United. I think I said that my number 6 was Marvel United too. It was pretty close. The Reckoners, which I still haven't played. I want to play that. The more I hear about it, I've heard it from other people too. So now I really want to play after,
Great game.
Santorini, which surprised me. Heroes of Arcadia, which did not surprise me. And Ancient Terrible Things, which I haven't played yet either, but you've described it a few times. It sounds fun.
Yeah. That was the first game I backed was Ancient Terrible Things, and I've actually since they've done Reawakened, which kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So it's Ancient Terrible Things Reawakened, which I also backed. Santorini surprised you, but the edition that they ended up going with in retail was much less than the one that was on Kickstarter. I think the Kickstarter.
And I have the retail one, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think part of it, and we were talking a little in the beginning of the show, before the show, I forget what happened, about like having those things that we're happy that we backed it because they're harder to find or they were better editions or whatever. And Santorini was one of those for me. I'm glad that I have that edition of Santorini because I like the production value of that one better.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's got Santorini in his list here as well.
Yeah, that first edition was not that the retail one is less. It's still good. It's just it had a little bit more oomph. It's like you're only on the deluxe version, the TMG version of that, right? Or a TMG version of a deluxe game. It was just better than
Sure.
I mean, Yokohama looks great. The redos look great. I just saw Year of the Dragons getting redone, which was an older TMG one.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, but there's just something about certain editions, especially first editions or deluxeified editions or something that you're just happy about. And Santorini is one of them. I enjoy that game. I think it was easy to get to. I like the replay with the gods, and I like that edition of it. Like it was just a better edition for me.
Lifted Island is gorgeous. I haven't seen that one. All right.
Yeah,
well, cool.
That was the original, right?
Oh, maybe they're re-releasing it or something.
Oh, maybe. I know they did the New York version.
Yeah,
which was obviously different. But yeah, the first edition had that island kind of raised up. It was a better production. More expensive than the whatever you get in the Target version, right? Because they cut stuff. But I'm just happy that I have that version. So yeah, I did kind of the same. Well, I guess I didn't. I did something for this list that I didn't do for the first list, and that's
put them in order.
No. Nice try though. I went to Gamefound.
Oh, you forgot about Gamefound last time, right?
Yeah, I
I
didn't
remember
think
that.
about it. I didn't think about going into Gamefound.
Did you remember Backerkit?
I didn't go to Backerkit.
Right. Well, next time we do this, you can go to Backerkit.
Well, because if you go to Backerkit, some of the information there, they like Kickstarters are used Backerkit for the pledge manager, so it would be a little weird to figure out, did I back it on Kickstarter? So this was more of just a crowdfunding thing, but I went through Kickstarter and Gamefound this time.
Okay. Waterproof cards. Where are you playing it?
Oh, right. The Riddle of the Sphinx one. That's right.
Huh.
I forgot about that. I don't think I backed that one.
I've never played Dawn of Mankind.
Oh, Dawn of Mankind. That's artwork. It's another Quanchai, a beautiful game. Yeah. Forgot about that one.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what did you do? Anything different?
No, like I said, I just went through the list and basically left out the ones I already mentioned. So this is 6 through 10 in a way. There are a couple of new ones on there. However, every time I go through the list of stuff I backed, I'm like, I haven't learned that. I haven't learned that. I haven't learned that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a stack of stuff. Like, I have no doubt that the Dark Quarter will end up on this list at some point, but I haven't learned it yet. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
Before we start, quick question. Does anybody know how to get their Legend Academy? So I backed this game, Legend Academy.
Yeah, I have mine's over there.
Okay, I never got mine, right? So I saw somebody got it, and I was like, oh, okay, it's out. And so I went and looked, and they delivered like months ago. And I've been trying to contact them since, been like, hey, what's going on? But nobody responds. So if anybody knows anybody who I can contact, an email or something like that, that gets past, actually not past anything. There's not even a way to respond. I've done comments on their thing, but it doesn't work. So if anybody has any connections or something like that, shoot me a message. Let me know.
Interesting.
But yeah, it'd be nice to get a game I paid $100 for.
Yeah, I was looking through and I heard about that Adventures in Neverland is not getting fulfilled.
Oh, I didn't back that one.
Yeah, I did. It was 100. I think $100, 110 maybe.
Ugh. I did see a few games that will never be backed, right? Stuff like that pops up, but yeah. Is this what he's talking about? El Dorado games?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so there's some kind of extra shipping that they want me to pay it, and that's fine. I'll pay it. I understand there's stuff going on, whatever, but there's nobody to talk to pay it. Like they've turned off the ability for me to pay it on Gamefound. It says you have a bill, but you can't pay it.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fun stuff. The joys of crowdfunders.
Yeah, I've never really had this much trouble before. I usually have pretty good luck with campaigns and stuff. You know, I think I only have maybe 2 or 3 that have never done it, and I've been backing since 2010, 2011, something like that. So, but yeah. You had to pay a while ago, I think.
Yeah, I got mine. I don't remember what I did to get it.
They must have closed off the shipping extra pay or whatever. And then, what am I? Are they just telling me, "Too bad, we stole your money"? It could be the case. I just have to write it off like everything else. But it feels kind of sucky that other people got their game. Like if nobody gets their game, and I write it off, that's one thing. But if I just didn't get my game because I didn't get the email went to the spam folder or something like that for a couple months ago.
I'm going to assume that it was probably in an update, and we know from years of experience that Chris does not read any of the updates.
I read the, hey, we need you to fill this out and hit shipping. So I probably did that. But if
Mhm.
there was an update that said, hey, you need to go back and do it, that's unusual. So I wouldn't have seen it probably. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if anybody knows anybody, let me know. But we'll get into the things that did get sent to me and I got to play and all that
Sure.
stuff. Do you want to go first or shall I?
I'll go first because I think last week you went first.
Okay. Cool.
So on my list, there is one that I don't have that I haven't played. There is a caveat of another, and then I'll start with for my number 5, the 25th Century Import Collections.
The what?
25th Century Games.
Import collections?
They have those, and yeah, they did a Kickstarter in 2024, and then again in this year. That was a whole mess of games that Chad brought over from
Okay.
to the North American market. The biggest one last year was Hamster Roll. He had gotten the North American rights to redo Hamster Roll, which had been
Right.
hard to find. Another one, I just recently talked about it on the show, I believe. In the last year's thing was Penguin Party, which can be super, super mean. But I'm glad that it was in that collection because I probably would have never have found it. Yeah, this game is
Oh, we played this.
it's so good. It can
together.
be
Yeah, it's fun.
so brutal, but it's so good. And then oh, I can't. My phone is being used. There in this year's collection, when I was at Origins, he had a couple advanced copies of some games that like Dave and Di were playing, and I forget the name of one of them. But I wanted to go grab it, and he had sold out, but said, "Don't worry, it's in the 2025 collection." So I know I'm getting that because I backed the 2025 collection. But he found some games that I had never heard of, and Penguin Party was another one. He's got some really, really good ones in those collections, like Van Helsing. Dracula vs. Van Helsing was in 2024. That's a 2-player heads up, really clever mechanism with the hidden trying to figure out who's what. That was in the 2024 collection that he did. I think it was Mandu. Is that Mandu Games?
Yeah.
But yeah, Chad just last year, this year, he does a lot of the multi-game Kickstarters, right? Like Wine Cellar from our friend Andrew is in that 4-pack that he did of games with
Right.
Grand Central Skyport and stuff like that. But these import collections are games that are not in the North American market that you might have been able to get if you order from foreign press or foreign companies or go to Essen or whatever. But I'm glad that he put them together because it's like you can pick and choose which ones you want, but like there's just an all in and you get all of them. Like there's 13 games or 14 games in the collection. And some of them I never would have heard of if not for him putting those collections together. So and there was one at Origins that I wish I could get on my phone. It's like NEKO Syndicate. Look up NEKO Syndicate.
In AKO?
NEKO? I think it's NEKO.
Neko Syndicate?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. So they were playing this one at Origins, and Dave and Di were playing it. They had bought it from Chad. And then I was watching them play through it, and I immediately was like, I need this game. And I wanted to go over. There you go. I didn't know that, Eric. Thank you. I wanted to go grab it, and that's the one that he said, don't worry, it's in the 2025 import collection. But the way the card system works, if you scroll through maybe a couple. No. That. Yeah, that one's fine too. So the way that it works, you have your meeple that starts on the top. That's your own bit of food. That card on the left is your supply. If that runs out, like there's no more blue, there's no more orange, it's not like a central supply. That's yours. And then you run your meeple from the top and you pick either left or right. And those are actions. So right there, the green meeple is on the right of that top card, which means the next action that green meeple can choose is on that card below it. and you can then pick left or right. Right, so that's going to move down a card, and then you're either going to pick left for the gray cubes or right to make a rice dish. And if you look,
it's
on
like
the
a
top,
lightning game.
yeah, it's awesome. It's really, really clever, really well done. And then depending on the card, depending on the level that the card is on, the action will either trigger 1, 2, 3, or 4 times. So if you have a card on the second level and you do a certain action that gets you cubes, well, you'll get 2 of those cubes, or you can perform that action twice. And if you wait down to the bottom, like it's really clever the way this game works. It really is.
Cool.
Yeah. So my number 5, you can pick either one, the 2024 import collection or the 2025 import collection. But either way, the 25th century import collections that he does, I'm happy that I get that I'm in.
So not only are you cheating by throwing a whole bunch of games into one entry, but you're saying either campaign. So you have 2 campaigns,
correct?
Either 2024 or 2025, shoved into one entry.
So the 2024 one has been delivered. So that's the one I started with Penguin Party and Hamster Roll. The 2025 one and Dracula vs. Van Helsing. The 2025 one hasn't. But I'm happy that I backed. These are things that were my top of my backed Kickstarters, and that's one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. I mean, it is a campaign. The list says games that we backed, but it's a campaign, sure.
Top 5 board games have backed. I am happy that I backed all the board games from the 25th century import collection.
All right. Well, we know what happened. We'll just say that.
It's not the worst thing I put on a list. Not the most cheatery, but it is. I mean, I get it. There's 13 games, 15 games in those things, but I'm happy I backed them because a lot of those games, 1, I wouldn't have heard of, and 2, I don't know. I mean, he's got them, but I don't know where else I would have gotten them.
Okay. All right. Well, my number 5 is just one game.
Okay.
However, it has a caveat-ish in a way, because I'm really happy that I backed this game, but I'm not crazy about the expansion that I got with the game in the backing, because I just played the expansion recently. It's Ostia. So Ostia, the game, which had a campaign much further back, and I missed, right? Came out with a second campaign, and they had a Pirates expansion. So I got it during that second campaign. So the game Ostia is amazing. You know I love rondels. So it is a rondel game. If they ever show the game in these pictures, here we go. You have your own personal board of ships that go around in rondel. And like if you got 3 ships in the wood build ship section, if you pick those up, you gain 3 wood. And then you put 1 down, and wherever the last ship lands, that's the action you do. So you're building resources for one action while doing another action. It's really fun.
The Red Cathedral does that.
Yeah. So it's really fun rondel that you're doing there and stuff. I love the game. I'm horrible at the game, but I love the game. Of course, to be fair, I'm always playing against Erin, and she destroys me at these kind of things. But we tried the Pirates expansion last week, I think. Yeah, last week, and I wasn't a fan of it. It usually expansions, I'm like, yeah, take it or leave it. This one, I'm going to leave it, just because it kind of left a hole and a victory path that wasn't touched, kind of thing. You'd have to know the game for my complaint to make any sense. But in any case, I'm ignoring the part of that campaign and just focusing on the game itself, because the game itself is awesome. So
I've heard nothing but good things about it. Also, we know how you feel about pirate games. You don't feel like a pirate, you won't like the game. So
no, I didn't expect that from this one.
Okay.
Just real briefly, here's why I didn't like it, is because in this game, there's like several things you can go for to try to win, right? And you're going to do a lot of them, like most games. But you've basically got like 4 paths to victory kind of thing, and 4 ways the game to can end. Well, the expansion only messes with 3 of those, leaving the 4th one untouched. And by messes, I mean it delays it. So if you choose the 4th one, you don't do anything with the expansion, and you can end the game before anything else happens anywhere. It like changed the balance of the game off like in a weird, crazy way that we weren't happy with. So
interesting.
I don't know. Maybe it would feel better with more players. I've only done 2-player, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, Ostia's on my list. I don't have it. I missed the backing for it, which is upsetting because I've heard nothing. But I think the Rundown folks love that game too, especially I think Mike. If Mike is still in the not DeVito, also hi. Oh, Sasha, how you doing? Mike Rice. I think he was talking about this on one of the shows about being a great too.
Yeah, I know this is coming to retail soon, so yeah, I would definitely say get the game, play the game, enjoy it, and like I said, maybe the expansion works better with more players or something like that.
Sure.
And I've only had 1 play, so grain of salt. But yeah, Ostia, still an awesome game. Still happy I backed it, even though the expansion wasn't what I wanted. So that tells you how good it is. It's on my list.
There you go. That's good to know.
Are we snaking? Am I doing number 4?
You'd think 5 years into the show, you'd know.
Sometimes we don't. All right, here's my number 4. My number 4, I'm going to beat you to. It is, again, a newer one.
No, you're not.
But
none of yours
are on my list. Endeavor Deep Sea.
I knew you were going to put it on there. It's not on my list.
Oh, okay.
It's a great game, and I'm super happy. I mean, I back, if you don't know by now, KTBG and Burnt Island, they're like DeVere. Anything that they put their name on, I'm backing. I'm going to love it. So this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, a lot of these pictures from TTS. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Because I wanted to show. I wish there were more pictures in here that at least pop up that that show the actual way they put it together. The trays and all that stuff. I don't know if you can call them trays. The sleeves? They're more like sleeves, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's trays that go into sleeves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't we do this? Why isn't this? And again, it's so much cleaner and easier, and you get cool art on top of it and all that stuff. And on top of it, we've talked about this before, but it's good for the environment, all that, no plastic and all that. Just being part of that alone was really cool, and it's really fun. I really enjoy backing games for friends and stuff like that, or we. People you're like, I want to support this company because it's a great company and all that. And I almost put Holland Mountain King on this, but I decided to go this one because this one just a step above that, just barely though, for me. But when we played this on the show, I was like, oh, this is actually really good. I can't wait. It got all excited. And then get it and you play it in real life and stuff. It's a great game. Amazing game. So
agreed.
But yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I put it in here because I thought he's going to put it in there. So maybe I shouldn't. I almost didn't because I thought you'd put it in there. So okay.
Nope.
Almost did something else. But
I went a different route.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I know which one you went.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's going to be your turn then. So.
All right. I mean, I'll one up your Burnt Island and go with How to Save a World as my number 4.
Figured you'd do that one.
Yep.
Have you gotten this one yet?
Yeah.
I didn't get mine.
This was an easy back. This was an
I
immediate.
didn't get mine yet.
Well, I mean, it seems like there's a problem with you if these companies aren't sending you your games.
Yeah, I didn't get this game. Huh. I'll have to go check it out. See what happens.
Probably missed another update about, hey, you need to play something. Yeah. So again, we played this one with the designer Yuval, and Sean on the show, and the same kind of thing. Like, I support everything that they do, regardless. Like, anything, layers, anything that they're doing, I'm on board for. And this game was no different. I wanted to play it. I wanted to play it with you. I wanted to play it on the show. Um, yeah, it's. I mean,
At least I know who to talk to about this one.
sure, that's true. But this game, while we were playing it on the show on TTS, this game got better and better with each turn. And the design choices that you've all put in there, the graphic design choices that whoever worked on it, whether it was Josh or Helena or I'm not sure, the decisions that were put into this game were they just kept coming through as we played through it. And I mean, I could not wait for this one. It's like duels. Like, I cannot wait for that game to show up. This was another one. I was so excited about this game as soon as we were done playing it. When the campaign was over, like, I could not wait. I kept asking Helena, "Is it going to be at the show? I want to promote it. I want to tell people about it." The game, it's brilliant. I'm so thrilled with what this game came out to be. And then obviously it's got, the white glove care that they put into all of their games, the thoughtfulness, the components, the art, everything about this, the company, but everything about this game, the acrylic meteor that's coming through, like, just the choices, everything about this game, cannot talk about it enough. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Love it. Love
Oh,
it. I mean, it's intuitive. It's smart. Everything that you're doing makes sense. It's just a phenomenal game.
Yep. Yeah, great game. I really like the mechanism of two areas of, like, either you place here and you have these actions to do, and then the next time you place, you have to go to another area that has different actions. Like, you can't do those actions again unless you do something to, there's ways to do it, but normally you have to go, okay, when I move over there, I have to think about what I can do there, and then it's a new way of doing it. Yeah, it's really good.
Well, even like the same thing where you can have this action, you can do this action, but you're going to get stranded. Like, you're going to stay on that planet. You're not going to be able to come back with the ship, or do the lesser of the action and get that worker back to where you need it quicker. Yeah. Like, even that, and then the decision of, do you heavy on the defense? Do you heavy on the laser? Do you heavy on the not export? What do you evacuation?
Evacuation, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the decisions in this game, they're smart and they make sense. It's just an all around, one of my favorite games. Like, I'm not gonna pick, but it's definitely gonna hit my top 5 for this year. It's that good.
Cool. All right. So what you got for your number 3?
All right. So this is the one that I don't want to talk about that one.
Then why is it on your list?
Because I want to talk about this one instead, I think. All right. So I went back. I mentioned that I went back to Gamefound because I didn't do it for the first list. And the Palaces of Carrara was
Palaces of what?
Palaces of Carrara, Carrara. I have it here.
Palaces of Carrara.
There
we go.
Carrara. It's behind me. Yeah, that one. So I played that version of the Z-Man version a long time ago, and to find the English version of that game, you were spending, this was, oh God, 2017 maybe, 2016. To find the English version of an English copy of that game, you're spending $150 to get it. And I wanted it so bad because I love everything that this game is doing. But I ended up getting the German version of the game because the game is basically language independent, and then you just needed the rule book. So I had the German version of this game for the longest time. And then Gamefound did a second edition of Palaces of Carrara, and I jumped all over it. And I'm so happy I did. It was I mean, it was basically the same thing. They added more to it. It's a beautiful game. If you haven't played it, it's got that rondelle feature where you're trying to get resources. If you go back to the rondelle, the rondelle, that if you want to get something from there, you're going to pay whatever it says is on there, right? But as that wheel turns, you'll notice the colors start to drop off. So if you really want that red, and I wish I could see what the hell the cost is there, it might be 5. Then the next one, it might be 4, and then 3. But eventually the red drops off. And if it stays, if you buy from that pie wedge, it's just free. So like this system that it's got going on there, like if you notice on the bottom, there's a 2 white and a 1 yellow, and then a 1 white. Well, the yellow dropped off. So if you wait until that all goes all the way to the end, you get the yellow for free, and you're only paying 1 white. But somebody could jump ahead. Like, is it worth the extra $1 to spend before somebody else get that? That decision making on that wheel is brilliant. And then what you're doing to expand your palaces is just it's a beautiful game. And I was so happy when they redid it because it was so hard to get the English version of the game.
All right, cool.
I have it here. Oh, it's right here. Michael Kiesling, Wolfgang Kramer. I mean, that combination, right?
Yeah.
Holy crap. But it's just, if you haven't played this game, I've talked about it on the show. I know I've talked about it on the show multiple times, especially for that wheel right there.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I like rondelle games. So
I know you do. You do.
Put it on the list of games we need to play.
Yeah.
Castles of Carrara.
Palaces of Carrara.
Palaces of Carrara.
Palaces of Carrara.
All right. My number. I'll remember that. Carrara.
Just make sure you put 2 R's in Carrara. Technically 3 R's, but 2 R's.
I can't roll my R's.
Can't either.
You can't roll your R's either?
I'm not even going to try because this is live and people are going to take the video and make snippets, so don't do it. There you go.
No, yeah, there you go.
That's what you missed, Evan. Him trying to roll his R's.
Sorry you missed that.
20
my number 3 is the newest one on my list.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start going back further after this, but it's the absolute newest one. I've talked about it recently, obviously because it is new, but it's Galactic Cruise.
Nice, beautiful production.
I have both a love that I backed it and sad that I didn't back it more feeling, because I played this game several times. I had this game, but I didn't back it to the like major deluxe version. This is not I forget some of the. It's always prototype stuff that they have at the pictures here.
Yeah, usually.
You need to get the better ones in here. It's the only drawback with using BGG for this. Here we go. Oh, somebody actually drew on it. That's fine. But yeah, this is such a strong. This is my kind of game. It's very, very big. Takes 2 hours, 2+ hours to play. Euro-y. This isn't even the final. This is just a really good prototype. It looks like. It's Captain Deluxe. Yeah, so I got a really great copy of it, but I didn't get that's the board. But I didn't get the what do you call it? Like the metal money. I have punch money, stuff like that.
Did you get the expansions?
I did not.
Wow. The advancements, and I forget what the other one's called.
But I know that they're coming back with a new expansion, and they're going to have all the other stuff. So now that I know that I love the game, I'm going to upgrade everything.
Nice.
So
where to do it? Another expansion. Remember?
I chose unwisely. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, most of the time I'll get the deluxe version, but not expansions for games, because I play so many games that I just don't get to the expansion part. But when I know that I like the game, I'll go back and get them and stuff like that, especially if possible. Achievements.
Well, from now on, you could just blame pirates for not getting the expansion.
I'll probably give Pirates another chance for, but yeah, first impression was that. But yeah, I have played the expansion for this because I've played other people's copies just as much as my own. So yeah, I love the stuff on it and stuff. It was great. It's a great game. Oh, nice. Yep.
I think you did mention something.
Yeah. It's well, you did a good job playtesting it because there are no complaints. It's a great game.
Yeah, this is a great game. I mean, it's a heavy one, and it's a big box, but the production of it is phenomenal.
Yeah. I do like reading the. Yeah, see, I have all those bits. So, but, I do like reading all the little stuff that you can put on your rocket.
Yeah.
Cocktail corner, distillery, laser tag.
Yep.
Burger joint. I can't remember what that one is.
It's like I mean, it's a Euro-y board game, but it's kind of like, you ever play Tiny Towers, that app? They did a Star Wars version of it. You're basically building up a tower, and you get to put in different rooms into your tower, and the rooms were themed, right? You can do whatever the hell you were, entertainment, or you can do food, or you can do a hotel, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're building up this one tower of rooms, and then people want to stay in your hotel, but they want to be in a specific room, and it's really, it was an addictive hotel, or addictive app, but it's got that same kind of vibe where you're building up this cruise ship with different locations.
Yeah. No, it's fun. Good game.
Yeah, good one.
Galactic Cruise, and that's going to be my newest one. So that means I'm doing 2. So my second one, might be the oldest one actually on the list. I think it must have been my number 6 last time. Maybe 7, depends on when we did it. But it's got to be Western Legends.
Another one I haven't played yet.
You haven't played this one yet?
Mm-mm.
Sandbox, Western Legend, Western theme, all that stuff. I don't know where the little town things came from. But yeah, some of that is extra stuff. Someone built their own little town. Okay, let me get to the actual game. Oh my God, there's 1,000 of these. Wow. Someone made all kinds of 3D stuff for it. That's not in the game. Neither are painted minis, whatever. Make my whole version look sad. Anyway, so I've not only backed the first one, but I've backed all the ones after it with the train expansions and stuff like that. Yeah, Western. Now, I will say, oh yeah, nice. Emo mini poses. That's a cat. I will say that I haven't played, I think, the train one yet. I played the anti-up and all that stuff, but I haven't played the train one. I want to do that. And I also know that they're coming out with or maybe they already did, the big box, something like they change it up a little bit. But I'm happy with mine, so I didn't back that. Hopefully it won't be a top 5 one I regret not backing.
Ooh, that should be our next list.
I think we did that list, didn't we?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we'll just reverse. I'll just do your list and you'll do my list, right?
No, I don't know if those lists would even be the same.
Yeah. I will say, though, that the one thing that, just like every other sandbox game I've ever played, you can have a game where you just kind of stay in the middle and you don't do anything. The only way to win this game or epically lose this game is to risk stuff. And if you don't do that, if you just play it safe and stay in the middle, then normally in sandbox games, playing it safe and staying in the middle, you lose every time. However, I played in a game where everybody played it safe and stayed in the middle, and then it's just who can who can play poker and mine from the gold the best. And it's not quite, it's not quite Western that time. So, yeah, it's always best when I see someone going for, oh, I'm going to be the criminal, and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be the marshal then, that kind of thing.
Right.
White hat, black hat.
Yeah, I want to try that one.
It's not so much turtling. It's just in the game you can either decide to do stuff to make you go into the wanted track, black hat kind of thing, or you can do stuff to white hat. But there's a lot of stuff where you could just go mining or ranching and stuff like that, which is very Western. But if someone is doing the black hat stuff, then anybody doing that middle ground stuff becomes your victim. Or they should anyway, if you're doing it right. If you go mining and you get a whole bunch of gold nuggets, guess what? Black Hat's going to come get those gold nuggets because that's the game I'm playing. So suddenly nobody wants to be in the middle if you have a black hat person. And then everybody's like, oh, screw you, I'm going to get you. So they go white hat to try to come get you. And that's when you get a good Western game going on.
So be a dick and the game is better.
No, but I think you need someone to be a dick. I think you need someone to be the bad guy in the game for it to feel like a good Western game.
Right. Interesting.
Which, if you had a Western show and there was no bad guys, that wouldn't be a great Western show either. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But anyway, yep. Western Legends, my number 2.
I need to play it.
Okay, what's your number 2?
All right. Unsettled. Another one I pulled from Gamefound. It was also on Kickstarter. They did a second edition, I guess, on Gamefound after the first one, and they added a whole bunch of different planets and stuff. But this game, Orange Nebula did an amazing job with the production of this game. The stories, every planet is a different story. The planets feel different when you go there because there's something else going on. Even the little player boards, you have the suit, your astronaut suit or whatever you want to call it, and then a whole, like an empty, like a dual layer section for the head of your character. And you can pick whatever character head you want. Like, that's going to be your character. But all the suits are the same. Just you put your head like that, right? Your explorer avatars. There you go. The art is beautiful. The components are fantastic. The only thing I don't like about this game is the base box is this long, deep, but long box that doesn't fit all the planet modules in it. It drives me bonkers. I don't know if they're planning on doing a big box. It's been a few years now. I don't know why they haven't. It drives me nuts. But I have the main box and then 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 planets. 9 planets with these extra modules and promo stuff. And there's so much in this game that can be explored, literally explored while you're playing. It's amazing. It's punishing. It's not easy. You want to play it again. The levels aren't super long. They don't take a lot to reset. So if you wanted to do another game right away, you can. The way your abilities work, where you can sock it in and flip over like a better version of a thing. It's just the cooperative nature of how everyone's playing on the board. It's just through the roof. This game is one of my favorites. I don't play it nearly enough as I should. Everything down to the inserts in this game is just so well done.
Now this one would go on my list of regrets for not backing.
Oh, it's so
I've
good.
never played it either. Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Okay, wipe our old list away. I want to play this next time.
Yeah, this is I want to play it more. I wanted to play it during campaign weekend, but there's just we just did role player adventures so often. which I didn't back, or it would probably be on this list, especially after my experience last weekend with it. But Unsettled, if you haven't played it, if you can get yourself a copy, even the base game, the first Kickstarter version of it came with, I think, 4 extra planets. You don't need all 8. You can probably get the modules as you go, but man, this game is...
Yeah, is everything available, or are there planets that you can't get because they weren't you can't get them anymore?
No, like I was just at Millennium, the one the biggest in the country thing. They had some of the modules on there in the back. Like they had some of the stuff available. So I don't know what's rare, what's not. I don't know what was exclusive. Like some of the stuff in the new, I happen to have it right here. Some of the stuff in the new version of the game, like this might be Kickstarter exclusive. I don't know like how available this thing is. Or any of those little packs. Like there's 4 of them that came in the new set. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2022 Avatar Punch Pack. Like I don't know how much of this was Kickstarter exclusive, but like I know I saw this there. The Science Fascinations. I know I saw this there. So I think some of the stuff is available. I'm not sure how much of it is though.
Okay.
But God, this game's so good. It's so well done. It's so much fun. It's cooperative. I mean, so that's not necessarily a thing you like, but I think it offers a lot of strategy and choices and things that matter. But it could lend itself to quarterbacking because you got that little, forget the robot's name, the little droid that's in the center there, that gray thing.
Yeah.
You can utilize it on your turn as an action. You can have it move closer to you. You can move it like one adjacent square. So it's like, if somebody's in trouble or somebody needs something, you can have it move on your turn so they can benefit from it. And they could tell you, hey, do that on your turn so I can benefit. So it can lend itself to a little bit of that stuff. But again, as we say, you don't play with those people, right? But yeah, this game's phenomenal.
Nice. Yeah. I want to play that one.
Yep.
Okay, so we're doing your number 1, is that right?
Yeah, and this one's easy. This is the first one I thought of.
Which is?
This would rival How to Save a World as my favorite game of the year.
Oh.
And there's a little bit of a caveat because they just did a standalone expansion called Formaggio, which is introducing Italian cheeses to the game. But the main game is Fromage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I adore this game. I love the choices in it. I love the way that you have to choose whether or not you want to use certain meeples, certain player pawns, because they're good at a certain cheese. But then where you're putting them on the bronze, silver, or gold level to get your points determines how long they're going to be out there aging their cheese or working on their cheese or shopping for ingredients, however you want to write the narrative. Because when you put something down, the board rotates and each quadrant will, it comes back around to you after 4 turns. And each turn you can place 1, 2, or no workers into your quadrant. 1 up for resources and 1 down on the actual thing that's getting you points. Excuse me. But the choice you make in what you're putting them on and which cheese you're going to put there really matters and can come back and bite you directly in the ass. So if you put something, those are your cheese makers. You got your blue cheese, your hard cheese, and your soft cheese, blue, yellow, and white. And that's required because a la Sagrada, there's a window in front of you when you play. You're going to play on the pie wedge that's in front of you. And some of those locations need a certain cheese. It needs to be the blue cheese. It needs to be the soft cheese. Cool. So you're going to put that down. But that cheese, if it's a bronze, like a bronze dish, cool. As the board rotates, everything that's facing you, you're going to get back. All of your workers that's facing you, you get back immediately. So bronze is just 1 turn. You'll get that back next turn. But if you do a silver, it's going to take 2 turns till it's facing you. And if you do a gold, it's going to take 3 turns until it's facing you. And what we talked about before, that choice of, do I do something now and get it quickly, or do I do something now that's going to get me more stuff but not get it for a few turns, can really come back and kick you, because you just didn't see like what quadrant was coming next, or you weren't paying attention to, like it's a lot deeper than it looks. Like it looks chaotic, and it's not. It's very intuitive and very smart. And no matter what play count you're playing, this game's a half hour, if that, because you're playing and you're moving, and everyone's playing at the same time. So it's got the simultaneous actions where you're playing your workers, and then you rotate the board. You take back your workers that are facing you. You play your workers again, and then you have your player board, which is asymmetric. Like they have a module where you can draft out tiles to go on your board, so you can customize it to be better at one thing or a little bit different every game. It's just, the game is unbelievable. It would really rival for my favorite game of the year. This game blew me away when I played it up at Daryl's. I played it without Daryl while Daryl was out at a concert with his wife. I played it with Daniel Rocky, and then Daryl came home and we immediately set it up and played it again. So we played a 2-player half hour, then 3-player half hour with Teach. Like this game is super. Yeah. I played it with Jason Headley and Carl at Gathering, and they loved it. Like this game is super easy to teach. It's very it's intuitive, and every choice matters.
And those are all the significant plays you've had of this.
All significant plays.
You didn't leave one out. You played with me at the Gathering. You taught me this game.
I know. I'm just saying. I played it.
You're with like, I played with this person. I played with this person. I was like,
I first played it with.
No, you did show me this game. I already had it too. I just hadn't learned it, so it was nice that you taught me the game. And you're right.
Have you played it since?
Yeah.
Nice.
I still have only played it 2-player though. I want to play it 3 or 4.
Yeah, even that, like playing the play count. There's a again, like kind of like Sagrada. There's a card that goes into each one of those pie wedges that then limits the board based on your play count. So if you're playing with 2 players, there's a 2-player A and B that you'll put into the boards, and then it limits where people can go based on player count. Obviously, in a 4-player game, everything's open, but man, this game it's so good. Every choice matters. Like literally, every choice matters. Because it's first to what 14 cheese wedges. Like when one player's cheese wedge supply is out, the game ends immediately. And then you add up all your points. So it goes real.
It doesn't mean that you win.
No.
I found out once, but yeah.
Yes, it does not. And each one of those quadrants scores differently. Your board's different. Like it's just, this game it's so good.
Yeah. No, good pick. Yeah.
Yep.
I was surprised by this game.
I'm glad I backed it because it's harder to find the deluxe edition, and I think the deluxe edition it just adds a little bit more of that tactile feel when you're spinning the board and playing with the bits than the retail edition. So
they have a new expansion or something coming out soon. Is that right? Did I say that right?
That's what I started with. Yeah, it's a standalone expansion.
Standalone.
Yeah, it's called Formaggio. So fromage is all about the French cheese. If you look, everything's about the French cheese.
The other one's Italian. That's right.
The Italian one's adding the new one's adding the Italian.
The comment has gone off making cheese jokes for the past 5
Sure.
minutes.
I see cheese.
I haven't popped any up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
The expandalone. Man, that's a good word. Expandalone.
That's what Funkoverse was. That's I think that's the first time I heard it was when Funkoverse was coming out, and they had the ones that came with only 2 characters were considered expandalones. They can play by themselves because they had all the bits you needed, but you can intermingle all of them together.
Okay.
There you go. That's great.
Lazy Susan, yeah. All right. Well, then we're down to my number one. My number one is, even though you said I don't like cooperative games, you are generally right, but there are exceptions, and this is one of them. And you can even get in trouble quarterbacking a little bit here, but I think I do my best not to do that and stuff like that. You know, it's almost the kind of game where you can make decisions together because nobody really knows. And that's why it doesn't have the quarterbacking, the alpha gamer problem. But It's Sleeping Gods.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, it not only this campaign, but there was another campaign afterwards that has the whole flying one, the plane, all that stuff, which I have not. Yeah, I haven't played any of that content yet because I was still enjoying this one. So I still haven't gotten into that. So that's why that's not on the list. And the original one is because I'm still enjoying this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I've played it many times. I've gone to many different islands, found all kinds of different stuff. This game, like I said, because it's a cooperative game, usually that's not my jam. But in this case, it's very much like it feels like a role-playing game. Like, should we go over here? And I can't, like, if I'm going to be an alpha gamer, I can't be like, hey, we have to go over here because blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Nobody knows. Mm-hmm. It's an exploration thing. So I got no leg to stand on. So why would I be an alpha gamer, right?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, just the idea, if you hear a story of like, oh yeah, there's someone living alone in a house by themselves, and you look on the map and you see a little house right there. You're like, hey, let's go over there. That kind of thing is awesome in a game.
Yeah. Yep.
I love that stuff. Yeah, and this one's been around for a while. Like I said, there's been 2 campaigns and all that stuff. And I've talked about it before. And, a lot of people have already played it. So this is probably, if it has a storybook, probably my favorite storybook game so far. Mm-hmm. So far. There could be new ones coming out. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But this is my favorite storybook.
You can't talk about your own. That's illegal.
Oh, it's not mine. It's yours. I was talking about yours.
Oh yeah, that one.
You're the one coming out with a storybook game.
I thought yours had a storybook for some reason.
Not mine. I mean, I'm working on one, but yeah. But anyway,
right.
Currently, Sleeping Gods is my favorite storybook game.
Yeah. I want to play it again because I know you love this one.
Yeah, and you just played it recently. You just played the walkthrough, and it sucks. The walkthrough does suck, 100%. I wish there was a way of just reading. I mean, I guess you could just read through the walkthrough and not do it, but that sucks.
Right.
But
well, we played more than just the walkthrough. I mean, we were playing through, like after the walkthrough, we played through. We went up to the red stones up top. We went through the storm on the right. We went to the village on the main island there. Like, we went to a few places and did a few things, but I did not like it as much as I thought I would, and I think I talked about it before. I don't know if it was because I had such an amazing experience with Role Player Adventures and what they did, and then this one was kind of hyped up because I was really looking forward to playing this one because, like, I even sent you a message like, "Oh, it's happening," and sent you a picture of the table because I was so excited to get this one going. But I don't know. I gotta try it again.
Or try the new ones, Something Skies.
Distant Skies.
Distant Skies, yeah. Because people have said that certain things were fixed that way and all that. And like I said, I like this one a lot. I would be fine if things weren't fixed or whatever, but maybe I'll like that one more because, there's always something to a game that can be improved.
Right.
Most games, anyway.
That's true.
Yep. So that's my number 1. Sleeping Gods.
As expected.
You expected that on my list?
It wasn't on your last one.
It's true. It was probably number 6 or 7.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I think I mentioned this last time on the other episode. However, my favorite thing that I've ever backed is your game, because if not for that, we wouldn't have met. We wouldn't have this thing going for 5 years, right? So if that didn't, and I'm talking original, like the first time you did it with Kraken, where you had the print and play. I still have the print and play. I've shown you. I still have the print and play. Is it here? No. I still have the print and play board. It was all orange. Yeah. If not for that, then this wouldn't happen. So, and I might have mentioned it on the last show, but that's been my favorite thing I've ever backed ever. So,
yeah. And of course, there's a lot of stuff that we have to leave off, like charcuterie. I didn't put on there. I didn't put on stuff of Legends, which is an awesome if you go through that whole thing and look at all the stuff, it's just an awesome game. But yeah, so it's we tend to keep our own stuff off of there usually. But, yeah.
Hey, Kabuki.
Oh, just came on in. It's been a while.
Hey, Andrew. Wow, look at this.
Andrew, just as we finished our list.
Yeah, what's opened up? What what just happened? Yeah. So that's so the only thing. So I noticed two things. I've backed 1,025 successful campaigns on Kickstarter.
Oh my God.
Yep, since I've been going, since the first one, and in addition, there were 149 unsuccessful that I've been on my right.
Are you just backing everything that comes out?
No, of course not. I didn't get Ostia.
Well, you should have.
No one, I know. The only two extras that I had on my list, one I don't have yet, but I'm happy I got it just because of the IP, and that's the Unmatched Adventures, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
Ooh.
Very much looking forward to that game. The Unmatched series is fun. It's like the Jedi Duels. It's a remake, if you don't know. It's the Restoration Games version of the Jedi Duels, Star Wars Jedi Duels game.
Star Wars Duels, yeah.
Right. Is it Jedi Duels?
Star Wars Duels.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they did the TMNT version of the Adventure series, which I cannot wait to get. And then the other thing, and the only reason I didn't talk about it is because Palaces of Carrara did a similar thing, was Glenmore, the Chronicles, Glenmore 2. Glenmore I love. I love that the way that system works with the picking of the tiles. I love the placement of the tiles. I love what you're building. And then what Glenmore 2 did is it added a whole bunch of modules that you can or cannot introduce into the game. I haven't played. They're epic duels. I haven't played a lot of I think maybe only one of the Chronicles of that. Glenmore by itself is still a favorite of mine. But those are the only two that were on my list that I didn't talk about.
I had Vindication.
Oh, so good. I have your copy. It's right there.
Yeah, it's a great game. I have some, issues about the minis that we've talked about that you don't really need the minis and all. So that's why it fell off the list a bit. Right. Like I said, I had Fall of the Mountain King on there, but I chose Endeavor Deep Sea.
Such an underrated game.
I had Iridia on there, but I've only played it twice. I want to play it a few more times before it could sneak up on that list much farther, Yeah, you do.
Hey, Josh. Oh, speaking of Kickstarter, Beach Day, which we played a few weeks ago with Josh, launched earlier today for $20. It's a great game. If you haven't watched us play it, we played it back to back. Chris did not do very well.
On either game. We played two.
And did you see the turtle? The limited plushy turtle that they have on the campaign? It's like this big. It's knitted, hand knitted turtle in the it's beautiful. Go look it up.
I didn't see that.
One of the pledge levels is for the game and for a limited. I think there's only 200 of them,
nice.
of the turtles. Yeah.
Gentees, of course. One of my favorites. I almost put Unconscious Mind.
I gotta play that.
I love having it. I love looking at it. I really enjoyed my game of it, but I've only played once. And I just gotta kind of play a few more times before I could put it on a list like that, But yeah, I want to play with the extra stuff too. Like I didn't play with any of the variations and stuff like that. And I think some of those are even better that's what I hear anyway. Even better for the gameplay. So I want to try that, Strangely enough, Cascadia was one I backed, but I don't think I have anything different than you can get in retail. So I didn't. It's probably the one I've played the most of, obviously, because you can play it, 100 times or whatever. But I don't think it's any different than what you get in retail. So I just didn't put it.
Their whole system, it just has that extra pack of cards, right? The idea is to
Yeah.
stretch goal it out
I
to
think
whatever
that's
you
it,
get in
yeah.
retail, right? And then it was that pack of cards that was extra.
Which is fine, but I mean, like, I'm not like, oh, this. I'm so glad I backed this to get those 5 extra cards, or
Right.
or 6 or whatever it was. But yeah, Unconscious Mind, really good.
And sometimes it doesn't need to have extras. Sometimes it's like what we do with our game, or especially with charcuterie. It was a $29 price tag instead of a $40 price tag. So like sometimes you're going to go and get these games after their campaign or in retail, and you're
Right.
paying more than you would pay, especially with like Marvel United or Unsettled. Like if you want to get all the stuff because they were Kickstarter exclusives or because they were limited, you're not getting that stuff at anywhere near the price that you would have paid on Kickstarter.
By the way, my number of backed games on Kickstarter, 228.
I have a problem.
Yeah, a little bit of problem. In fact, some of these aren't games. Very few, probably just like 3 or 4 of them. One is like game bags I never got. I wonder how many of these I never got. I have 9 projects that were unsuccessful.
9. Wow.
And I think 2 of them are mine.
Wow.
It's not. That's not even the case because I canceled the pledge on some of these listed here. So
No, canceled goes as unsuccessful.
but I canceled the pledge,
Oh, okay.
so it puts it on there. So yeah,
God, Brandon's at 142. I have 149 unsuccessful.
wow. Hey, 142.
Wow.
But yeah, I actually have Unsettled on here. Oh, that hurts. One that I hit cancel on because I heard it was one where like alpha gaming was just too big of a deal. But
It
that's
can, but any co-op
That's
game
right.
really. Most
Not
co-op
any.
games. No, most. I backtrack because Mission Control, we take the quarterbacking out of it. You can't. You have the player screen. You're
Right.
focusing on your own puzzle.
Exactly.
You really can't quarterback that game.
There's a lot of cooperative games that do that. I mean, like Dead of Winter, you can't do it because everybody has their own personal goals, and there's a traitor out there.
Right. Yeah.
There's ways of not having it, and those are usually my more favorite. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
120 for Eric. Yeah, see, we're on sane numbers, and I've been backing these since like I said, like 2010. It's been 15 years of backing.
These are amateur numbers. This is why you're double A ball. You're not in the pro.
Yep.
I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it properly. Don't do it half-assed. Jeez.
I thought I was,
Mm-hmm.
but you're just backing everything. So
I don't
Almost.
just back anything. That's not true.
basically everybody.
That's cool. That's nice.
78 successes and 3 failed. Yeah, that's the
Great.
weird thing is like some of these aren't counted as failures just because they're just hovering in the never will deliver, but they don't know it kind of thing.
Right.
So I don't know how to. There's no way of like on my list here to mark it as this will never come to me thing. So like, let's see, what is it? What was it called? Oh, Copan Dying City. I'll never see that.
Nope. It's a dying campaign.
Yeah, Forsaken have been waiting a while. I know they're still working on it.
Yeah,
That's
I think I was
That's the Game Trades one.
Yep.
They had a lot of trouble with stuff that I know what's going on there. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, there's bags and stuff. I never got my bags. Oh well. High Rise? I never got that. The Ultra Plastic Edition? I don't think that's
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Was that Gil's High Rise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's delivering, is it?
Yeah, it's been out for a while, hasn't it?
No, don't say that. I never got it.
This is why you look at the updates when they come in.
Yeah, I don't think I got that.
Huh.
No, definitely didn't get that. All right. Well, I got some accounting to do then.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, interesting.
Fantasy gummies. Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah, I
those.
remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah, El Dorado.
Oh, see, okay, good. So I haven't gotten rid of. I haven't lost it yet. I haven't delivered it yet.
If Josh is talking about High Rise, and that's not one of the other games you
I
mentioned.
think he is because I thought that happened where it had to be taken over by someone else, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, I know
Anyway.
All Play's doing Wordsy, which is Gills. So maybe.
And there's a few on my the few that don't go on my list because I get them because I worked on them, right? So my name just gets put in there and it doesn't go in the thing, like Dwellings and all that, Dwellings of Elderville and Andromeda and all that stuff. The things I love that I backed and all, and of course I wouldn't put on there because I worked on them. But
Right.
So there's probably a few more to go, but not 1,000 more. Not enough to catch up to you.
You're going to do it. Do it right. Night, Nix. Thanks for hanging out.
Very cool.
Oh, the Networks is so good.
Networks
Gil's
is
doing
great.
well.
We talked about Wordsy last episode.
Wordsy is one of my favorites. We just saw Gil in April, and unlike my co-host, Gil will be in Syracuse for QSCon in September.
Fine. It could be only
It would-
one. So.
It was pretty exciting when I saw the purchase come through on my Square, and because the tickets are on the website. When I saw it come up, I keep a running list on my own Google sheet. I clicked it, and the name came up, and I saw Gil's name, and I was like, "Oh shit, he bought a ticket."
Nice. All right. Well, that's our list, our second list, really, for it.
Yeah, part two.
Yeah, part 2. We haven't done a part 2 before.
Well, it's a new one, right? Like we said, a lot of these games, minus a couple, a lot of these games have come out since we did the episode. That was a year ago, right? If we're on 217, and that was 157, that was 60 episodes ago, and we do about 50 a year. So it was over a year ago that we did that thing. So
Yeah, I like the idea of part 2s, revisiting stuff. We might look back and see some of our list and maybe do that. We are going to before I announce this, next week, are we doing the Gen Con thing or the week after that?
That's good. We should talk to the Rundown folks about that.
So at some point, we're going to cover stuff coming out
It
point
has to
soon.
be next week.
Yeah. Okay, so next week.
Or the week after.
Or the
No,
week
it could be
after.
the week after.
We're
gonna do half the show on Monday with the board game rundown on our show, and then we're gonna do the other half of the list on Wednesday, Whiskey Wednesday, with the rundown, and we're gonna be on their show for the first time together, I believe, right?
Yeah, we weren't on it together last time. Yeah,
we were not.
And they begrudgingly invited me once. They invite you every time, but
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, Andrew, we can talk about Gen Con. More than half of Andrew's events of digging for dinos are sold out. The demos at Gen Con, more than half of the allotted time slots are already taken. And there's less because they show you what's sold out immediately because of the stamp. But then you got to go into the event and see how many available tickets are left to really know how many seats are left.
Are those going to be running in the event hall?
They will.
Are you going to be running them, or are you going to be at the booth?
No, I'll be at the booth. I'll stop by over there because I got a couple surprises. Like I want to have one of the games. I want to have a copy of Zozimos there, and maybe while these, because some of the games are shorter, like for their allotted time. They're not a full hour game. You're probably rocking through something in 20 minutes. So maybe as a little bit of a surprise, I might have a couple games looking, because they're playtesters basically. They're playing a game that we're still, like, it's coming out, but we can still make changes on. So if there's something that we missed or something that players are playing that makes more sense, we can always make those adjustments. So one of the things I want to get out there is Zozimos. Another one that we're working on is called Bing Bong, from Eric's wife Alicia from the Kiwi folks.
Awesome.
It's such a fun game. So I want to have a couple of those things ready to go and then bring them to the table while people are sitting there.
If you have Zozimos there, that'll be the first Gen Con I have 2 games showing at Gen Con. That'd be awesome.
There you go.
That'd be pretty awesome. We'll see.
Well, I mean, I can definitely bring the copy that you gave me, 3 years ago.
Well, I mean, I played that copy at several Gen Cons, actually. But that was just like, hey, you guys want to play a game kind of thing. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah. And, I know this isn't official. Neither game will be published at that point, but it'll still be kind of cool. So
I'll see what I can do. We still got 3 weeks.
Do you want to play a 20-minute game of mine or a 2-hour game of mine?
Sure. Yeah, go both ends.
There's nothing in between, but,
No.
Well, no, troubles would be in between. There you go. I'm trying to cover all time zones.
Sure.
Awesome. Well, we'll leave it there. We'll say goodbye to everybody. We'll see you next week. Gen Con stuff coming up at some point, probably next week. All that stuff.
That's a really good question.
I'll even have the lists ready and all that. Hopefully. Although we're not doing a top 5 list, we're just going through the actual list, right? We're going through half of the list that is on BGG and talking about what we know about it or what we're expecting about it, what we like, all that stuff.
I don't think we might be doing a top 5. We might be doing a top 5. I'm not sure.
Maybe top 5 expected. No, we can't do top 5 if we're doing half the list.
Yeah, we got to go through half the list.
So we'll just go through the list. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Good night, Eric. Happy birthday early.
Good night, everybody. Actually, we'll say sign off. Everybody do the like and subscribe thing before I hit the button. I'm about to hit the button. Hit the thumbs up. Do it. Quick. There it goes. I'm going to do it.
Ooh,
I'm going to do it. You didn't hit it yet. Do it.